Hey everyone out there in the CNC woodworking world. I'm Tracy with Legacy Woodworking Machinery, and this is the first video in a series where we're going to be teaching how to use the 4-axis turning center and Legacy's new conversational cam to simplify the turning process. We're going to do 3 different approaches in the upcoming videos. So the first one will be a very simple design like you see here. The second one will have a little bit more detail. We'll have to figure out how to handle those details. And then the third one will be even more details, and we'll show how to combine router bits and our copy lathe type of tool path together to do everything. So we're going to start off with just the first one. I'll start off with just a blank sheet here, and we'll go ahead and show you how to program this, how easy it is. Normally you would need to model this in 3D and then create your toolpath in order to turn it, and there's several techniques for doing this. But if you have VCarve Pro and you're unable to model something, this makes it very, very simple. So for example, I'm going to turn on some of the guides. I just dragged some guides out here. Didn't put them in any particular location, but it just gives me an idea of kind of what I want to form here. And then I'm going to use a tool to draw a curve. This is actually what's called a spline. And I'll start here and we'll make it flare up about that far. And then we're going to end up down here at this end, like so. So that is my vector that we're going to use. I'm going to turn the guides back off again. I don't quite like the shape of it, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it into node editing mode. And once I do that, then I can take and kind of start modifying this. This is a Bezier curve, so I can modify this a little bit. You know, I kind of like something like that, maybe. Maybe we'll bring this up a little bit. Zoom in a little bit, get me a good shot. Okay, take it out of node editing. So, I don't even like that. Let's change that a little bit more. I'm going to bring this up just a little bit. Okay, yeah, that looks good. So once you have a simple vector like this, if you want to see what it's going to look like, you know, completely in a 2D model, we can simply mirror this. And you can see it's going to turn around like a copy lathe following this. Technically, we don't need this at all. All we need is this one vector, but this gives me an idea of what the total piece is going to look like. Now we're going to use a router bit here to copy this, and it has to be able to follow tangent on all the profiles from the top. Therefore, we're going to use a router bit that's really a core box or a round nose. We'll technically use 2 router bits in this particular project. One will be just to turn this whole blank round real quickly, and then the second one would be to do the copy lathe tool path. We call it the G200 or copy lathe tool path. And the only thing we would need on here is some dimensions. I don't need any dimensions for this cut, the diameters, positions, or anything. That's built right into the drawing. All I need to know is what size blank. I'm going to make my blank a little bit larger, and I'll turn it down to 1.75, and we'll make it 12 inches long. So once you have this information, all you have to do is select that vector, and then we'll switch over to our toolpath side, and we're going to do a 2D profile toolpath. We're just going to follow that vector, that line. Okay. We can decide to cut depth in here. It really doesn't matter at all, the cut depth, because we're not going to do it in this program. We're not using the CAM program here. We're going to do that in Conversational CAM Pro. So it's going to convert this 2D to the turning. Now what we'll do is we'll give it a half inch is just fine. That's okay. And then we're going to select a bit. Now Legacy has created a full library of tools. You can see here it's the Legacy tools. I replaced the ones that came in Aspire with this set that we have created because we have all kinds of designs and profiles. There's one down here, a section called Vector Turning. It's for the G200 or the copy lathe type of toolpath. And what we'll do is we'll come in here and we'll choose a diameter that's going to be used for this turning. It's not the shape of the bit, it's only the diameter. And we're going to use this core box right down here. It's 1 inch in diameter. So I'm going to use a 1 inch vector turning bit. It actually looks flat like this, but in reality, you'll see how this converts into a turning process. Okay, so we've got that. Now what we're going to do, I'll just move my face over a little bit, and we'll cut the depth, make sure it's 1 pass. And we're going to cut on the left. You can see this green node right here is the starting point. And so we're on the left side of that line. If you stood here and looked down the line, that's the left. And you can see how this router bit is going to be tangent and just follow that along. And that'll work just, that's all we need to do. And we can call this anything we want. I'm going to call this the vector. I'm going to call this a simple vector turning toolpath. And I'm going to call it for import because we're going to import that into CCAM Pro. Okay, at this point, now we can simply preview this one to see what it's going to look like. And you notice it's a flat bit. We don't care about that. Conversational CAM Pro is going to turn this automatically into a copy lathe type of toolpath. It's going to turn it around perfectly, and it'll be using a core box, not that vector turning router bit. We just use that to model. So once we have this done, we'll go ahead and check that, and we're going to save this toolpath out. Now, I'm calling it the simple vector turning toolpath. Let me open this up a little bit so you can see it. And it's for import. We're going to use it to import into the file. And we'll go ahead and save this, and we'll put it here into my demo folder. Simple vector turning toolpath. Oh, I called it import, not import. Let's add a T to that. All right, save. We're done. So all you got to do is draw a simple vector, create a simple toolpath, a 2D toolpath using that tool, the diameter that you want. At this point, we're going to open up Conversational CAM Pro. All right. Now, we'll go through this real quickly. If you're not familiar with Conversational CAM Pro, it's a project-based unit. So we're going to go into projects, and we're going to create a new project, and I'm going to call this the copy lathe. I'm going to call it the G200 copy lathe demo. All right. Now, when you create a project, you can use the horizontal table like a standard CNC. You can use Legacy's vertical table for doing all your joinery and things like that. Or you can simply use the turning center or a combination of all of them or any of those. We're only going to use the turning center here, so we'll go ahead and click that. And this is the project name. Now, once we have that, you'll notice it lists over here that we only have one work center. It's the turning work center. If I did go in here and edited this and said, oh, we're using the horizontal table as well, you would see them both here. But in this case, we don't. So let's go in and edit, and I'm going to remove the horizontal. We're only going to use the turning center. Click Save, and select that. You notice now there's only a turning center. So when I click this, you can list the parts that you're going to be using in here. So we'll manage parts, and I'm going to click New, and we're going to call this a simple turning demo, G200 demo. Okay, and looking at the drawing, it was 12 inches long, and the final diameter is 1 3/4. So I'm going to make this 1.875. That's the blank size that I'm going to make, and it's got 4 sides. It's a square blank, 12 inches long by 1 7/8. And if you want to, you can add descriptions or comments or whatever. But we're just going to put this in here, and that's fine. Now at this point, I could actually create one for the other demonstrations as well. We can create as many parts as we want in here, but I'm just going to use this one. That'll be fine. So now you can see in the turning workstation, we have a part called the Simple Turning 200 Demo. If you click on this, then it changes to Manage Your Toolpaths. And what I'm going to do is, first of all, we're going to turn it around. Okay, and then after that, I click Add, it just puts it in the list. After that, we're going to import. Now this is the key right here. We're going to import the vector turning. And that's called the toolpath called the vector turning. And we're going to add that. So I've got two different toolpaths we're going to create here. I can list them all, either one at a time as I program them, or I can list them all in here and then come back and program. If they haven't been programmed or set up, then they're being read here. So we'll just click on the round. And the first thing we'll do is choose a cutter. And I'm going to use a surface planing bit. Use the 1¼ and we'll select that. Last bit number 1 is fine. Has not been turned around. We're going to start at 0. We're going to turn it to 1.75. That's the diameter we had on our drawing. We're going to end it at 12. Okay, and then you can save these at different values if you want, but these defaults will all work. I think I'm going to speed this one up. This is just the cut rate, feed rate while we're cutting it. I'm going to speed this up considerably. They're very conservative numbers and they'll work just fine, but I'm going to speed it up. Okay, so that's our round. It's programmed, and if you wanted to see the code, you could generate the G code right here. That'll turn that part round to 1 3/4. And then we're going to go to click on the vector turning because it's not programmed yet. And here it says select the C code, the G code. I'm sorry, select the G code file. You'll notice over here it always gives you some help. What it's asking for in this field? Select the G code from Vectric, and so we created in Vectric. Let's go find that file if I can. Let's see, I put it in my projects and G200 in the demo. There it is, the simple vector turning toolpath, and it's for importing. So that's why I put import on there. So we're importing the G code that would normally cut a 2D on a flat table, but we're going to convert this to a copy lathe. So the cutting mode is turning, and the RPM is 200 RPM. That's standard, and I would go ahead and use that all the time. That's pretty basic. The section diameter is 1.75 because we turned it down from 1.875 to 1.75. And now we're going to select the tool. You remember we used a 1-inch diameter. If I go back in and look at this real quickly, I think it's this one here. Yeah, we used a 1-inch diameter core box bit, and the 2704 was what we used to turn it around. Okay, that's good. So here we're going to go to the core box, and I'm going to choose a 1-inch diameter, the same size. And we'll go ahead and select that cutter. And we can use the default, which is in the database, is 1. The last time we used it was 2, or I could just give it a different number here. I'm just going to say, let's use number 2. It's what I used last time. All right, and so all my tools are set up in my tool holders in my machine, so that's why its default is number 2, but you can change those at any time. Okay, we're not going to change the X. We're not going to change, not going to create a mirror. We are going to auto-calculate. If we say yes, auto-calculate the step over, it will do a step over that makes a very smooth, beautiful turn. That's all you got to do. Click Finish and Save. And this tells you where it's going to start at the X and where it's going to end at the X and the diameters, the maximum and minimum diameters here. So we click OK. Now we've got both of these checked, and if I generate this code, then of course your first part will be turning it around, and the second part will be cutting that shape as a lathe. So it's going to turn it like that without modeling anything at all. All you have to do now at this point is save out this G code, and we'll put it into the demo, and I'm going to call this the simple G200 turning. Okay, and I'm going to put G code on it, so if I see this file, I know exactly what it is. It's definitely G code. Okay, that's the file we're going to take out and put on the machine and turn. Okay, you see how simple that is and how quick it is to convert that to turning like a copy lathe and just turn that part. In upcoming videos, again, we're going to take this to the next step. We're going to show how to handle details like this, sharp corners and things like that. We're also going to show you how to combine router bit profiles with these contour shapes, all done in Conversational CAM Pro. Makes it very easy and very powerful. So look forward to the next videos, and we'll see you next time.